Hi, Beth. I'm assuming this is Beth's number. I'm Nova, Mason's sister.
Nova?
Is this you, Beth?
Yes, I'm Beth. Who told you my number?
I asked your coworker from the bar you used to work at. I'm sorry to text you so suddenly. But I was really worried about you and Blair because you both just disappeared. We were trying so hard to find you two.
It's been 5 years since we last met.
Yeah, so I thought we might never meet again. But my friend told me that she saw you at a bar nearby. So I decided to visit the bar in hopes of finding you.
I can't believe my coworker told you my number. I should have quit that job earlier.
I'm sorry, Beth. I must have looked really desperate. I think she told me your number out of sympathy.
So, what do you want from me?
Is everything okay? You and Blair disappeared after my brother passed away. I've always been worried about you two.
Nothing's okay. I've been taking care of Blair on my own without anyone's help for 5 years.
I bet it was really hard for you. We're sorry we weren't able to help you. But why did you just disappear? You even changed your phone number. Blair also changed schools, so we didn't know how to get in touch with you.
My husband passed away because of an accident. I wanted to leave the city where my husband died as soon as possible. When I see you and your family, it reminds me too much of my husband, who I'll never meet again. I wanted to ask for your aid, but I didn't have the courage to. I'm a stranger to your family now that my husband's not here.
We never thought of you as a stranger. We always planned to help you out after my brother's death.
I never knew that. But reflecting back, I should have asked for help earlier. Blair must have experienced a hard time too.
Beth, if there's anything we can do to help, feel free to ask us, okay? You can text me anytime. I forcibly got a hold of your number, but I hope you don't mind.
Do I really deserve to ask for help? I disappeared without telling any of you.
Of course, I'll be glad to help. My parents also miss you and Blair.
Then, could I ask for some financial support? I'm trying to find a new job that pays better, but I'm having some difficulty finding a good job. The inheritance money I have left is barely enough to pay for Blair's education fees. I even tried to work as a prostitute during the night to earn as much money as I can, but it didn't work out.
I see. So that was why you worked at a bar.
Yes, but I didn't want to leave Blair alone in the night. I was too worried to work. I couldn't concentrate on my job. She's in the 6th grade now, so she should be capable of staying at home alone. But she's still a child.
I understand. I'll talk to my parents about providing you with some financial support. Let us help you, Beth.
Really? I think I'm asking too much from you.
Don't worry. You've been working hard enough for the past few years. We want to support you as much as we can.
Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough, Nova.
Beth, can I ask you a favor? After things calm down, can you come visit us with Blair? We all miss you both.
Of course. I'll visit you as soon as I get a job.
Thanks, Beth. My parents would love to see you again. Can you send us your bank account information? We'll make sure to send you some money as soon as possible.
Nova? Are you there? Can I ask for an additional $300 next month? Blair wants a new game controller.
Hi, Beth. It's hard to ask this. But have you been able to get a good job?
I haven't been able to get any job yet. I guess it's because I have a child. They never give me the job.
I see. I can ask my friend for help if you want. She works as an advisor for people finding a new job. I think she can give you some advice.
Oh, you don't have to do that. You've done enough for me.
But I think you have to start working. It's been 4 months since we started to send you money.
What? Are you telling me that you'll stop sending me money?
No. But I think it's taking a bit too long. I know you have a preference when finding a job. But I think it's about time to actually start working.
There's nothing I can do, is there? The companies are to blame. They never accept me.
I understand, but... do you think you can come visit us sometime soon? My parents want to meet you as soon as possible.
I want to go meet you after I get a job. I'm too embarrassed to meet your parents now. I thought we decided that I'll go visit after I get a job.
I know, but my parents are getting old. I want them to meet Blair before it's too late.
I knew they only wanted to meet their granddaughter.
No, they also want to meet you, Beth.
You don't have to lie. No, I get it. Are you trying to take Blair away from me?
No, that's not true at all.
I guess Blair reminds them of their son. They're planning to take Blair away from me when I take her to meet them, right?
No. They genuinely miss you both. We've been trying to find you for so long, Beth.
I don't think I can trust you.
Huh?
I don't think I can go and meet you now.
Don't say that.
Then show me some sincerity. If you continue to provide me with financial support, it shows me that you're being considerate of me. I think it's the easiest way, Nova. I can concentrate on finding a good job, and after I get a job, your parents would be able to meet me.
Okay. We'll send you an additional $300 next month.
Thanks. You are so supportive. I'll try hard so that your parents can meet Blair, alright?
Good luck, Beth.
If you ever tell me something like this again, I don't think we can keep in touch anymore. So, don't say something weird ever again, okay?
Okay. I'll be careful.
I'm glad you understand. If there's any update about my job, I'll text you again. I'm counting on you.
Hello? Is this Nova?
Yes, I'm Nova. Who is this?
Auntie, it's me, Blair. Do you remember me? Can I go visit you later today?
Blair? Huh? It's midnight, Blair. Is it really you? Your name, it says Mia.
I'm borrowing my friend's phone. I don't have a phone, but I really wanted to talk to you. Then my friend Mia lent me her phone so that I can text you.
I see. Blair, you're in 6th grade, right?
Yeah.
You've grown so much. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get in touch with you for the past 5 years. I'm really sorry. I miss you so much.
I miss you too, Auntie Nova. It's not your fault that we weren't able to see each other anyways.
Blair, we're gonna be able to meet each other as soon as your mother gets a job. Hopefully, we'll get to see each other soon.
I don't think we'll ever be able to see each other if we wait until my mom gets a job. So I borrowed my friend's phone to talk to you.
Huh?
Auntie, you're sending Mom some money, right?
Yeah? How do you know that?
Mom was happy that she found a new source of money.
Huh?
Auntie, you don't know what Mom is really like. She's not trying to find a job. She's planning to get as much money as she can from you and run away like she did 5 years ago.
I see. I knew something was going on. It's a shame that she's not finding a job.
I don't think you should send her money anymore.
Hey Blair, is Beth abusing you? Is she taking care of you properly? You told me you want to come visit us.
Mom never abused me physically. She does nothing, actually.
Nothing?
She told me that the country pays her some money because she has me. So I don't think she'll neglect me as long as she gets money. To be honest, I don't get much food from her. But I eat my school lunch every day, and my friends give me some snacks too, so I'm okay.
You've been living like this all these years?
After I became friends with Mia is the friend who lent me her phone, by the way. She's been helping me a lot.
That's nice of her.
Mia's really smart. She knows a lot of things I don't know. But I've been having a hard time recently, and I was starting to think that I didn't want to live with Mom anymore. Then I heard about you texting Mom, so I really wanted to get in touch with you.
Blair, is your mom home? From how you texted me, I'm assuming that she's not with you right now.
Yeah, she's at her boyfriend's house right now.
Okay, I'll go pick you up.
Really? Can I go to your house?
Of course. You've been a very strong girl enduring all of this. I'm here to help you now. I promise we'll protect you no matter what, Blair.
Nova, did you call me? What do you want? Did you call me to tell me that you sent money?
Beth, you can no longer do whatever you want.
What? What are you talking about?
Blair is with me now.
Blair? Why? How did you get in touch with her?
That doesn't matter. The problem is how you've been treating Blair. After my brother passed away, you haven't been preparing meals for her properly for the past 5 years. That's not what I meant. She told me you rarely bought her enough to eat. Blair spent some days eating nothing. She also said she ate molded bread out of hunger. When I met her, she was really skinny.
What's your problem? I've been taking care of her as her mother for the past few years. She won't be alive without me.
If you were really taking care of her properly, she wouldn't have asked us for help. I also visited your apartment, Beth. It was filled with trash. I don't think you've been home recently. Blair told me you usually stayed at your boyfriend's house.
I'm single, Nova. I should be allowed to go anywhere I want.
I thought you said you didn't want to leave Blair alone in the night. You've been lying to me all along, right? Blair also told me you were never finding a job. You betrayed not only me, but also my parents and my brother who passed away.
You all never offered me any support for the past 5 years, so don't meddle in my business now.
I heard the reason why you disappeared 5 years ago from Blair. You've been playing around with your boyfriend after receiving the inheritance money, haven't you? And you've been cheating on my brother with him before he passed away.
Where's your proof? Don't believe everything Blair tells you.
I trust her, Beth. There's no proof about you having an affair when my brother was still alive. But we have proof about how you've been treating Blair and what you've been thinking of us.
What proof?
You thought of us as a source of money. And you've been threatening Blair not to tell anyone about her life at home. I have the video of you threatening her.
Huh? How? Why do you have a video of me? You have to be kidding.
Blair borrowed her friend's phone, and she used it to film everything.
Huh? How come she did this to me? I'm going to your house. Give me back my daughter. I have custody of her, and if you're not gonna give her back to me, I'll call the police.
You're the one who will be in trouble if we call the police. You have been neglecting her. And for your information, Blair is not at my house.
I thought you said you were with her.
She is at the Child Guidance Center near our house. Blair told us she didn't want to live with you anymore. So we're planning to go through with the official processes so that she'll be able to live with us.
Wait a minute. Did you just take her to the child guidance center without my consent? Do you know how hard it is to make them return your child to you?
It's Blair's choice.
Nova, listen to me. Blair is really important to me. I've been taking care of her on my own because I loved her. After my husband passed away, I was feeling really lonely. So I needed my boyfriend who would make me feel loved. Can't you be more sympathetic?
It's really sad that my brother passed away. And I will never be able to understand how sad you felt as his wife. But your treatment towards Blair is a different story. Your sadness should not lead to child neglect.
I was trying my best, doing everything on my own.
Blair was the one trying her best. You inherited plenty of money from my brother. There was enough money for Blair to go to university even if you didn't work. But you wasted it. And look at you now. You don't even have enough money to survive. You told me you barely had enough for Blair's education fees, but that's also a lie, right?
It costs a lot of money to live with my daughter.
I doubt you've ever spent a single dollar for Blair. You inherited so much money after my brother's death, but I heard you're in debt.
Please, Nova. Blair is the only thing I have left that reminds me of my husband. I might not have been the best mother, but I loved her and took care of her in my own ways. I stayed with her because she was important to me.
She's definitely an important source of money.
No, that's not the only reason.
Shall we fight, Beth? Let's see who would be the better guardian for Blair. If you really loved her, I'm sure you'll do anything for her.
Nova, I'm really sorry. I'll pay you back the money you've been sending me as soon as I'll get the job. So please don't take Blair away from me. I promise to visit sometime so your parents can meet Blair.
Blair asked us for help. Do I have to repeat this again? I can't trust you anymore, Beth. And I thought you were the one who asked for sincerity. If you want trust, show me some sincerity. It's your turn now, Beth. We had a lot of discussions with the Child Guidance Center about Blair, and after many discussions, Blair was finally able to live with us away from her mother. Considering how Blair has been treated at home and what her friends as well as her neighbors told us about Beth, it was impossible to return Blair to her mother. I knew Blair would be better off living with us, but I'm relieved that the Child Guidance Center respected Blair's feelings. Beth has been living with her boyfriend since then, but because she had so much debt, her boyfriend eventually got tired of her and dumped her in the end. I don't know where she is now, but I think she's having a hard time paying back her debts. I have no sympathy for her because I honestly think she deserves it, but I hope she'll become a better person so that Blair won't feel embarrassed of her mother. If she can't do that, then I hope she won't come and meet Blair ever again. Blair looked very skinny when she just moved into our house. She's been steadily gaining weight and becoming healthier. She had to move schools after she moved in with us, but she's been able to keep in touch with Mia using her new phone we bought her. I almost gave up looking for Beth and Blair after 5 years passed, but I'm glad Blair remembered us and we're able to live with her now. Blair has experienced enough hardships on her own, so we're gonna support her as much as we can from now on. We will never ever make her endure any pain on her own. I think my brother is finally able to rest in peace now that we rescued Blair. We will love Blair and cherish her for the rest of our life so that she won't ever feel lonely again.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, Julia. Sorry I never messaged you after I got home last night. Thanks again for having me over for dinner. I had a great time. And your cooking is really amazing. Aw, thanks. I'm glad you liked it. I was worried that my cooking isn't fancy enough for a city girl like you.
What? That is crazy. Your food is the best. If I could, I would come over every night to have your meals.
I'm flattered. But I only make easy stuff, so it's nothing really. Besides, you have all the selection and money to spend on posh meals, don't you, Miss CEO? I bet you liked my food because you haven't had something simple in ages.
Stop it, Julia. You're teasing me again. I am a CEO, but my team is still super small. I make as much as everyone else. So I'll have to save my extravagant meals for when I get rich in the future.
Oh, don't be so modest. Your company is doing so well now. I read your interview as one of the emerging leaders on the web the other day. You said that you were making profit. Woohoo!
We are making profit, but it's nowhere near our goal yet. So, like I said, nothing posh for me just yet. I like your food better anyway. It tastes like home, you know? If you didn't have a family to look after, I would hire you as my personal chef. If I had more money, that is.
Now you're just buttering me up, Tracy. But hey, if you like it that much, maybe I can stop by once in a while and cook something for you.
Seriously? I would totally pay you for that. It doesn't have to be that frequent. Perhaps once a week? Is that too much?
No, that's not a problem at all. You're only 30 minutes away. The thing is, I have been thinking about picking up a part-time job since Natasha started going to school. I was thinking about working a couple of days a week, maybe for like 2 or 3 hours a shift. I don't want to start anything too technical, so I was considering babysitting or housekeeping.
Why didn't I ask you sooner? I was thinking about hiring a housekeeper to take on some of the chores. Gordon and I have been so busy lately that our house is a huge mess. We just can't keep up with the housework anymore. If you can come over like twice a week and help us out, that would be so great. I would feel much more comfortable having you come over and help rather than hiring a professional housekeeper. I'll pay you plenty so it covers for your gas too. What do you think?
Are you sure though? I mean, you would pay me for doing your chores?
Absolutely. Our needs are perfectly aligned. And you know, it's just me, so we can be very flexible with schedules. You can come over whenever it's convenient for you, and do whatever you think is best to keep the house clean. If you want to come after Natasha's school, you can even bring her along.
Oh, that sounds superb. I'm going to talk to my husband about this as soon as he gets home. The only thing that was holding me back from taking on a part-time job was Natasha, because she gets sick all the time. I was so worried that I would have to cancel on my clients if I ever got called in from school, you know? So if I can work for you, I don't have to be as worried. I mean, I will do my best not to ditch you, of course.
It's okay, I totally get what you mean. This is what I call a win-win. I can trust you with my keys and pass some housework to you, while you get some cash but work with full flexibility. I wish it was this easy at work.
I bet.
Oh yeah, I forgot to check with you last night. The game I gave Natasha, did I get the right one? There were so many similar ones that I was worried I picked up the wrong one.
It was the right one. She was so happy that you got her that game. But she'll have to wait to play until her fever dies down. She's sleeping right now.
Oh no, again? She seemed totally fine yesterday. I hope she gets better quickly. When she does, tell her she can ask me if there's something about the game she doesn't understand. Because Gordon said he has played it before. He's happy to guide her if she needs it.
How nice of him to offer. Thanks, I will be sure to tell her. How are things with Gordon? Have things gotten better? I didn't ask yesterday in case you didn't want my husband to know anything.
There's nothing to hide, but thanks. I guess we are fine. I don't really know because we don't spend much time together anymore. I barely see him at home.
How come you both are so busy?
It's not me. I don't like working late, so I go home for dinner every night unless I have an urgent matter to take care of. Gordon used to be the same too. But right now, he's super busy because a couple of his coworkers quit. Now he has to do more work. I am guessing he volunteered for some of it, but a majority of it was just pushed onto him. His company's like that. He works so late and leaves the house much earlier than I do every day. I'm so worried that he's going to break down at some point.
I bet you are. Well, just another reason for me to support you guys. I'm going to have to make healthy meals so he at least gets enough nutrition.
Eating is one of his favorite things to do. He would be over the moon to find out you're going to cook for us on a regular basis. Anyway, I should get going now. Let me know what your husband thinks. I will also let Gordon know of our plan. We'll talk about when to start after we get feedback from our boys. Yes?
Sounds like a plan. I know my husband won't say no. In fact, I think he'll be very happy for me. I'll let you know anyway. Talk soon.
Gordon, are you okay? It's past 10 p.m. now. Are you still at work?
Yeah, I think it's going to take me another while tonight, but wow. I didn't even realize it was so late. How does time go by so quickly?
Honey, I've been wanting to tell you for months now. But I think you're overworking. You work so late every day, I've barely seen you. And recently, you've been working during the weekends too. Are you okay? I'm so worried about your health. How come you're so busy?
I'm alright. Besides, I'm not the only busy one. I know you work long hours too, having a company to run.
My hours are not that long, usually. I mean, sometimes I have to see clients over dinner or attend events on weekends. But even when I am very busy, I still make time to rest. The way you have been working is crazy. You have 0 time off.
Maybe you're right. But I don't get to decide how much or less I work. I'm just an employee to a company. If I have a problem with the workload, they'll just tell me it's my fault for not being efficient. Or worse, they could even tell me that I'm free to leave. So I really don't have a choice but to stay enslaved for them.
You are not sleeping well enough, though. And you don't even know how long this situation is going to last. You know you can't go on like this forever. Perhaps you should consider changing your work environment.
What? You want me to quit my job?
I'm saying it's always an option. I know you have a lot of pride in what you do, but there are other companies out there that would treat you so much better. And if you prefer, you can take some time off before you move on. You deserve it. After working hard for so long, I don't have any problem supporting you for a while until you figure out what you want to do next.
Why would you say such a thing? You're making me feel miserable.
What? How am I making you feel miserable? I'm worried for you.
You don't understand. Everyone at work knows you're a business owner. My colleagues are always mocking me, saying how lucky I am to have a loaded wife. My boss tells me I'm slacking off because I don't need to work hard since I have you making money. So if I quit work and you support me, it just proves to them that I'm dependent on my CEO wife.
Oh, I didn't know your coworkers said such things.
I know they're just jealous, but I actually care about my work, so it kills me when they say things like that to me. What I want to do right now is to prove them wrong. I want to work hard and show them I can bring good results, and shut them up. I want to win their respect.
I get it. You're so dedicated, and I'm very proud that you think that way. As your wife, though, I am extremely concerned. You only come home to sleep. If you have time to sit on the couch, you just sit there and stare at blank space. Don't you see your mind and body is sending you a sign to rest?
I'm just meditating. I'm fine, I swear.
I won't tell you to quit work if that's not what you want, but you at least need to secure time to rest. You should make a rule that you won't work after, say, 9 p.m. or on the weekends, maybe.
Are you crazy? I'm saying I have to deliver the best results among my coworkers. How am I going to do that if I don't work while everyone else is taking a break?
Gordon, you are not listening to me. Hey, you know, there's a long weekend coming up in a couple of weeks. Will you do me a favor and rest during that long weekend? Please?
Why?
My sister and I have been talking about us hanging out. She knows someone who can rent us a cottage by the lake. It even has an outdoor jacuzzi. It'll be us two and their whole family. What do you think? It should be nice and relaxing. You'll get to refresh yourself.
I already have plans that weekend. You can go with your sister's family. I really need to concentrate on work.
Fine then. But Gordon, please just know that I am worried about you. Because I really am. At least know your limits, okay?
Okay, I won't go over my limits.
Oh, I almost forgot. Julia made some soup today while she was here. I saved some in a container in the fridge, so help yourself when you get home. You can warm it up in the microwave for a couple of minutes. She has a lot of healthy ingredients in it for you, and it tastes amazing. I'm sure you will love it.
Alright, I will have to try some later. I appreciate that you both care for me. Anyway, I need to get back to work. Don't wait up for me, okay?
Hi, Tracy. Do you have a minute? I need to talk to you about something.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I was just about to ping you, too.
You were? What's up? Is everything alright?
Well, you know our weekend cottage plan we were talking about? I told Gordon about it, but he said he can't come. He says he needs to concentrate on work because he's trying to deliver results right now.
Oh, is that so? That's too bad. But to be honest, I kind of knew he was going to say no.
What do you mean?
Well, listen, I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but Natasha has been telling me that Gordon scares her.
Gordon scares her? How come?
Do you remember when you came by to have dinner a little while ago? Natasha had asked me so many times if Gordon was coming with you. I told her no, but she just had to confirm with me over and over again. At that time, I just thought Natasha, being a shy girl, she was just nervous about seeing her uncle because she doesn't see him that often. But then I told her about our plan to go to the cottage, which included him, as far as we had planned. And she kind of freaked out. She literally turned pale and said that she doesn't want to see him because he scares her.
Really? Why though? Did Gordon do something to scare her the last time they saw each other? As far as I can recall, I think they were playing a video game together. I thought they were getting along fine.
She told me that they were fine until then. But a few weeks ago, after they last saw each other, Natasha saw him coincidentally when she was hanging out with her friend and her mom. And it looks like that encounter triggered it.
What was he doing?
You see, it's not what he was doing. I don't know how to phrase this right without freaking you out, so I'm just gonna say it. But Natasha has a sixth sense, if you will.
Huh?
I know you don't believe in spiritual stuff. Frankly, I never did either. And we don't want to scare anybody, so we've never shared it. But I don't know how else to describe it, other than that she can get extremely frightened of someone or something. Or she would refuse to go somewhere we had planned to without much reasoning.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's totally crazy, but her sensor has helped us before too. This one time we visited the mall, but she suddenly started to cry, saying she didn't want to get out of the car. She was petrified of something, so we ended up leaving. When we got home, the mall was on the news. Because some idiot was walking around the mall with knives in both of his hands. My husband and I just looked at each other. Oh, I am getting goosebumps again just thinking about it.
What?
You know how Natasha gets a fever so easily? I'm starting to think that it's because of her sensors. She must pick up information other people don't, so it had some kind of stress or emotional impact. And her body reacts by raising her temperature or something. I don't know the mechanism, but I think it's related. Sorry, I know I'm not making any sense to you. You probably don't believe any of this.
It's certainly not easy to digest. But you never believed in that kind of stuff before. So you telling me that makes it kind of believable. But let's say what you are telling me about Natasha is true. Why would she be afraid of Gordon?
Well, this is the hardest part to tell you. But I had to look into him because I couldn't figure it out either. And from what I found, Tracy, I'm so sorry, but your husband is not a good person. He's full of lies. You shouldn't stay with him.
What?
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done anything without your consent, but I didn't know how else to find out what he was up to. So I hired a private investigator.
What did you find? How was he full of lies? Come on, Julia, just tell me.
He's cheating on you with 3 other women. And he's stealing your money.
Excuse me? He's doing what?
I think Natasha has become scared of him because she noticed that he's pretending to be someone he's not around us. She must have sensed his dark side or something, I don't know.
No way.
You are a very professional person, so I know you manage your corporate money well. But I bet you have less security for your personal savings, don't you? Have you been keeping track of your bank account every month? Do you keep your ID and password out of sight? You should look into it right away.
Damn it. I think you're right. I just checked my savings online. There's a lot less than what should be in there. I should have noticed it sooner. I'm such an idiot.
I knew it. The private investigator reported to me that he's been acting like a sugar daddy to his girlfriends. He's been spending on anything she asks for. But I knew he's not that rich, so the PI and I suspected that he was using your money. The PI took some photos of them for proof, and I also have a full report with me. You should look through them. Are you okay?
I don't really know how I feel right now. I trusted Gordon, so I'm a bit confused, I guess.
Do you want me to come over? I can come to your office if you want. I'm so sorry I have to tell you all this. You must be in shock. But you should see the proof and report for yourself. I could bring it to your place after you're done with work.
I do want to see them, but not at my place. Is it okay if I come over there to yours? I don't want to go home, not when I know he's going to be back at some point. I don't want to see his face.
I understand. And yes, you can come and stay here as long as you want.
I'll head over in a bit.
Okay, I'll be here. Drive carefully, please.
Tracy, is everything all right? I haven't seen you in a while. I know you said you've become busy at work, but you haven't been home at all, have you? How are you doing?
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? I'm asking how you were doing. Has something serious happened at work? Is that why you haven't been home? Don't tell me your company has become bankrupt.
Why do you think that?
Well, nothing like this has ever happened before, so it must be serious, right? Or else you wouldn't be stuck in your office for so long. Tell me what's going on.
Are you worried about me? Or are you just worried because you can't take out money from my account anymore?
Huh? Take out money from your account? What are you talking about? I'm just genuinely worried about how my wife is doing.
Cut it out, Gordon. You don't have to lie to me anymore because I know everything. And by everything, I mean I know you have used my ID and password to steal money from my account so you could buy your side chick some goodies. You just messaged me because you realized you can't log into my account anymore. Well, guess what? I'm done letting you steal from me. And you know what else is done? Our marriage. I am divorcing you.
Whoa, Tracy, hold your horse. Are you kidding me? I'm not cheating on you. You know I'm too busy to do anything like that. I've been working my ass off day and night for months now.
Let me correct you. You have been acting to work your ass off. But in reality, you were just working someone else. You were never in your office at night or on the weekends. I have proof of it too, so don't bother making more excuses. A private investigator has been keeping an eye on you. And I have records of my money being taken out. I am reporting this to the police so that they can track down the IP address.
No, you got it wrong. You were just misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding what exactly? Explain.
You were the most important thing to me in my life. I admit that I slept with someone else, and I'm sorry, but it was nothing. I swear. I was lonely, but there were no feelings at all. I was just testing myself. Yeah, that's it. I did it to see if my loneliness would go away, but it only made me realize how important you were.
You sound so stupid that right now I can't remember anything that was ever good about you.
Hear me out, Tracy, please. You are a successful woman, whereas I'm just an ordinary office worker. So you see, I felt miserable and lonely. I've become jealous of you and needed someone to fill my misery. But it only made me realize how much you mean to me.
You haven't explained which part I am misunderstanding. You just admitted that you'd been cheating on me. You haven't said anything about stealing my money, but you haven't denied it either. So I'm guessing it's true. So tell me, what am I misunderstanding?
I'm saying I've had my reasons. But it doesn't even matter anymore because I now know that you were the only thing that matters to me. It was a one-night fling, nothing more.
Funny. Because the PI report here says you've been seeing not one, not two, but 3 women regularly. Among them include Anne, who you have been telling you want to get together with her.
I never said anything like that.
Well, you have, you scumbag. I met Anne in person. Maybe the other 2 were flings, as you say, but not Anne. Or at least, you pretended to be in a serious relationship with her. She showed me a message you sent her saying how you wanted to divorce me as soon as possible so that you could marry her instead.
It's not what you think, Tracy. I was just playing along. She was annoying me, so I tried to satisfy her so that she would stop.
Well, if what you are saying is true, you just made things worse. Not that I believe you for a second, of course. You know, Anne was very happy that I finally knew about you two. She was mocking me, saying that she was sorry for taking away my status as the wife of a CEO. So when did you start your own company, Gordon? What a surprise! I didn't even know I was the wife to a CEO.
You're misunderstanding again. I just lied to her because I didn't want her to know my real occupation, that's all. You know, just keeping my personal information safe.
Oh, Gordon, honey, you don't have to pretend anymore. It's all good. See, I get to divorce a scumbag like you, and you can get together with your petty girlfriend who was only interested in your status. It's what you wanted, right? So why don't we be happy about it?
No, that's not what I want at all. I don't want to get a divorce. I want to stay married to you. I love you.
No, you don't love me. You just wanted to stay with me because you love my money. By the way, I had the PI look into your reputation at work. Holy crap, Gordon, you are seriously the worst employee any business could have. It wasn't your boss who was saying you were slacking because you're married to a business owner. It was you. You've been telling your coworkers that you didn't have to work so hard because I would take care of you anyway. That you didn't care if you got fired.
I was being sarcastic. I may have said something like that to act strong, but I didn't really mean it. I really have been working really hard to deliver results. Don't you know how much I care for my work?
Stop lying to me. You really don't know when to stop, do you? Next time you lie, you should check if I have my grounds, because I probably do. I have already dug up your dirt. All of it. I know you've been dumping all the work on new members in your team so that you could leave the office at 5 p.m. sharp every day. Then you would head out to luxurious restaurants with your girlfriends and buy them expensive jewelry or handbags using my money. I have it all, Gordon. You lying son of a bitch.
I'm sorry. I was wrong about everything. Please forgive me.
You should have apologized right away instead of making up excuses. I can't believe how pathetic you are. I can't believe I never saw your true side all this time.
You have to give me another chance, please. I love you, I really do. You are all that matters to me. I did everything I did because you were too great. I lost confidence because you were so successful. I was just pretending to be a bigger person than I really am by acting rich.
I don't care why you did it anymore. But don't you dare tell me you love me. Because if you really did, you never would have betrayed me and hurt me like this in the first place. So cut the crap and just divorce me.
Are you sure you want to do that? Do you realize you'll have to pay me divisions? I will not go easy on you. I will ask for the full half if you try to divorce me.
Have fun trying. You're not getting anything from me.
This can't be. I know you made tons of money since we got married. You always act so modest, but I know you have it.
First of all, the money you have been stealing from me is the money I have had saved before we got married. I have a different account for the money I've made through my business, which I started after we got married. Therefore, you're not entitled to any of the money you took from me. You stole it without my consent. Therefore, I am suing you and you will pay me back every cent. I am also suing you for emotional distress, and apparently so is Anne because you faked to be in a different person. I've already hired a good lawyer so that I can avoid paying you as much as possible. From what you have done, I wouldn't count on getting much at all.
You're just saying that.
Am I, though? I guess we will see. But wow, Gordon, I honestly thought you were better than this. What an idiot. I guess that makes the two of us, though. Because I'm such an idiot, too, for not seeing it sooner. Anyway, we're done. You should be receiving a petition real soon. I'll see you in court.
Tracy, forgive me. I won't cheat on you ever again. I will never lay hands on your money either. Don't divorce me, please.
Why on earth should I forgive you? I will never. You don't deserve any chances. And I don't have the energy or time or money to spend on a moron like you. So goodbye.
I love you from the bottom of my heart. Tracy, listen to me. I will push myself harder so that I become good enough for you. I will do as you say. I will work really hard to make up for everything, so please, give me one last chance.
I'm not that naive. In fact, I'm smart enough not to repeat the same mistake again. I was an idiot for letting my cheating husband use my money once. I refuse to let that happen ever again. So no chances for you ever. It's actually kind of funny how you're panicking now that you've been cornered. I look forward to seeing how you change after our divorce and without my financial support. I bet you're going to end up more miserable than you already are now. A year later, our divorce was finally concluded. By that time, I had already won my case against him for emotional distress thanks to my topping-class divorce lawyer. So although I had to end up paying him divisions, I got a significant amount back, which was satisfying enough for me. I heard that Anne had tried to sue him too for fraud, but had no grounds since he was the one paying for all of her expenses from my money, not the other way around. Unfortunately for her, after Anne's parents found out that their daughter stayed in a relationship knowing Gordon was married, they were completely enraged and made contact to me to apologize for what she's done. They generously offered to pay consolation money, which I decided to take under the condition that Anne would pay her parents back. To my surprise, Gordon was fired from his company around the time of our divorce. Apparently, one of his co-workers had proof that Gordon was seeing one of his girlfriends during work hours. We all know he brought it upon himself from being a very irresponsible employee, dumping work on other people's plate. I bet he was not expecting to lose his job too, but I really don't feel sorry for him. I'm just glad that I found out sooner than later that my husband was a lying sleazeball. I've been living on my own since, but because Gordon was never home anyway for the later part of our marriage, nothing's really changed. Sometimes I think about the good memories with Gordon and feel very sad for what happened, but Julie and Natasha keep me company often. It was a horrible experience to be betrayed by someone I used to love, but my family's support and kindness has helped me keep it together. I think it'll take more time for me to say that I'm fully recovered from the awful experience. But I will keep my head up high and do what I can to stay positive. One day, I hope I can laugh my past off and say with confidence that I'm happier than ever.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.